Okay, Smokables video. What's on the agenda today? I've got some notes today. Let's see. I'm going to go over a couple of these little notes. All right. First off, I've gotten a lot of input in the comments section about what to do with the foraging and the collecting and the drying and preparation and curing of the various smokables, which is great, and I'm going to try it. When I have, I have time every now and then when I take a break from flint napping to do these little foraging episodes and preparation of these various leaves and stuff. So I will continue to do that. However, I've got criteria for this particular channel. This criteria is I want to be able to go from foraging to firing up in less than 4 hours. Okay? So I wrote that down, FFF. Forage, fire up, less than 4 hours. If it takes more than 4 hours to prepare this as an example, I'm not going to do it for myself. Now, I could do it for the channel as something that I would want to do once in a while just so I can have some experience. But that's my criteria for the channel in general. So if you comment in the comment section, be prepared for me to say, I'm only interested in foraging, firing up in 4 hours or less. Okay? All right. That means no drying overnight. That means no curing of the stuff. That means trying to get the smokable in the smokable state immediately if I can, and at the most 4 hours later. Okay? Now, that's going to mean that a lot of this stuff I'm smoking is going to taste bad compared to the way you prepare it. I'm prepared to take that risk. Okay? I'll let you know, based on that criteria, forage, firing it up in 4 hours or under. Okay? This includes store-bought stuff too. See, if I can buy mint leaves, like this is organic mint, all dried, ready to go, I can go to the store, come back, in 15 minutes I can be fired up. That's what I like. All right. So let's get on to the next one. I did something interesting that I think was interesting. I found a bunch of these birch leaves in my yard after the last storm, and they'd already dried out. And in keeping with my criteria, they're ready to go. That's what I like. I've already tried it. I cheated. I already tried it, but here we go. But why birch? Well, I've watched some channels where the guys are tapping birch trees and drinking birch sap. They're not boiling it down. They're just drinking the sap that looks like water. And they say it's good for you. Interesting. There's something in birch. I know that birch has lots of uses, including birch tar. The sticky birch tar that's used to fasten arrowheads to the arrow shafts and knives, the stone knives to knife handles and stuff like that. The Stone Age stuff. But as far as medicinal qualities, I think there may be some with the leaves. I don't know. I didn't do any research today. I just said, hey, look, I got some of these in my yard. I'm going to try it on a video because on this channel, whatever seems to be edible, I will try to smoke it. Yeah. I'm not going to smoke anything that's too toxic to eat, and that includes the tobacco. I'm going to try other things. Now, there are some things that are called tobacco that I will try, but it's not going to be tobacco. Okay. So let's see. Now, disclaimer, I smoked some mint leaves in the pipe before doing this birch. So I can taste the mint. But this time with the second fire up, maybe I won't be able to taste the mint as much. Why am I doing this? So I can tell you how it tastes. And out of my own curiosity as well. It smells like burning leaves, you know. That's rather obvious, but birch has a distinctive taste and odor. There may be some other leaves in there. I have another tree up there in front, but the leaves are not yellow. The birch over here is shedding its leaves already, but I think these are both birch. They might not be. Okay, this one might be something else. It might be the other tree, but this is birch here for sure. This one, I don't know. I might have gotten some of them mixed up, but that's just the way it goes on a channel where I do nothing but winging it. Okay, that's the way it's gonna go. I can still taste a little bit of the mint. Now I can smoke this just by itself, and it's pretty good. Except it's a little bit too harsh on the tongue, and it's kind of irritating. I like it, but it irritates me. Yeah, the birch doesn't taste good, but it doesn't taste bad. And it could be because, you know, the chlorophyll's gone from this, supposedly. Or I shouldn't say gone, it's just broken down, so it's no longer green. It is harsh and a little bit bitter if I puff on it a lot. I find that the mint does improve a lot of stuff. Like if you add mint to it, it makes it taste better. I didn't think that was possible on some things. But yeah, it's not bad. It does have some what was I gonna say? It sounded like it had some juice at the bottom, but maybe not. Yeah, it doesn't have any juice. Sometimes when I puff on something, some juice collects at the bottom, like clover flower, the flowers from clovers. That did produce, and so does mugwort. Mugwort is very sooty. Okay, so what's my favorite? I was asked what's my favorite so far of all the things I've tried. Okay, this is complex for me to answer. My favorite so far as taste and overall fun factor and ease of preparation are the silky dogwood and the mugwort. Very easy to find very easy to prepare, very easy to smoke, and it stays lit. Mugwort stays lit very well. Um, but they cause some sort of reaction with me. They give me either irritation or sore throat or something that I don't like a rough tongue. It has some sort of reaction or a brain fog. Those two give me at least one of those reactions. Like silky dogwood gives me some brain fog. Uh, the mugwort irritates my mouth a little bit. And it also makes me feel strange. So those, I like the tastes and the smells of those. Those are my favorite as far as taste and smell and ease of preparation. But if I want just to be able to sit down and relax and meditate on this, meditate using a smokable, I was thinking about that. It's hard for me to decide. but I think I'm going to settle on mint, but a little bit added to, let's say, raspberry leaves or the grape leaves or romaine lettuce leaves. Something like that is actually going to probably be my go-to. A little bit of mint added to one of those leaves. Raspberry, grape, or romaine lettuce. Probably the romaine lettuce because I can just walk into the store and get it. And I can put it in the oven, dry it out, and have it ready in less than 4 hours. The birch is it tastes the most like a campsite to me. Yeah. It brings back memories of using birch bark to light fires. Yeah. It does have that smell to it, which is good. I was also thinking, if I can collect these when they fall off a tree, why don't I just wait till fall to collect all of the smokables instead of having to process them? Yeah. Just go out in the fall, get enough leaves from different plants to last me the whole year until next fall. Yeah. Easy peasy. Don't need no stinking curing time. Yeah. I'm having to blow into this to either clear some juice or clear some tar. But it's not bad. I'm going to try different leaves this fall. This is what romaine lettuce looks like after you dry it in the oven. And this is raspberry leaves. Yeah, red raspberry. I haven't tried the black raspberry. So these two, plus the mint, and maybe some leaves. The birch leaves are not too bad. Although for some reason this batch that I put in here, I'm having trouble keeping it lit. Mainly because I think I have a blockage in the stem. The first batch that I puffed on stayed lit really well. Yeah. So yeah, if I encounter something that's going to irritate my tongue or my throat or my mouth, I am not going to stay with it. I'm going to look for these things that I can just use as a relaxation and meditation thing. Okay? There's something about smoking a pipe that is very meditative. I keep seeing that logo right there. I'm not advertising for them. Let's see. Yeah. I'm either getting a lot of soot or some juice at the bottom. So far, the sootiest is the clover flower, and the mugwort that clogs up your pipe. Now, another thing, yeah. I mentioned that some of the stuff is kind of sweet tasting, like the clover flower is sweet tasting. So is the chamomile. I thought this was crackling. The chamomile is sweet tasting, and so is the clover flower. I don't like anything that I'm smoking to be sweet tasting. Not that I don't like the sweet taste. I don't like it that it spikes my insulin. I can immediately start to get woozy because somehow I produce too much insulin or something's going on there that gives me kind of a crash effect. So I don't plan on smoking anything sweet. Okay, I'm looking for You know, forage to fire up in under 4 hours and not sweet, because sweetness messes with my body chemistry for some reason. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, I had to cut out all sweets, all sugars, all starches, all grains, everything except protein and some green vegetables. Okay? I will eat romaine lettuce and different kinds of lettuce. Sometimes I'll eat broccoli, sometimes I'll eat other greens, but that's it. It has to be low oxalate, low carbohydrate greens. And there's plenty of those. Those are what I eat. And water and protein. Eggs, cheese, meat. That's it. The birch is a little bit harsh if I puff on it too much, but it stays lit very well once it gets going. But mugwort is the best so far as staying lit. Yeah, and I was gonna make that my all-time favorite, and I was smoking it for a few days, and then I started getting irritated. Worse than with tobacco. Well, not worse. Almost as bad as with tobacco. Yeah, I need to clean out the stem probably because I'm not getting any cooperation here. Yeah, it's clogged up. So either birch is very sooty or the mint is very sooty. Something has a lot of soot. It's probably the birch. And when that happens, you get little pieces of leaves, little pieces of the leaf stuck in there. The soot is kind of like a glue. Yeah, it gets sticky. There's better. Yeah. So it's not bad. And some of this stuff I can smoke indoors too. I wouldn't hesitate to smoke a little bit of this inside the house because it does not smell nearly as bad as other things. Yeah, this birch doesn't smell bad at all. There are some that I smoked that smell kind of weird. Yeah, I think the birch actually is very sooty. I'm blowing into it to clear it, and then I can puff on it. Yeah. So it's not harsh. I can taste the mint a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to be adding mint to quite a few things. I'm going to try cinnamon as well. I tried cinnamon the other day, and I tried cloves. They're okay as well. So I might start adding those and make some blends that way. Okay, there you go. That's it.